woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning to take photos of the iconic Nyhavn, and even though millions of people have taken photos of this place, it doesn't matter. I wanted to take my photo, and clearly I wasn't up early enough because there was some human activity, but I actually like some life in my photos, some sense of scale, so I didn't mind. I brought my tripod, a Sony A7C II, and my trusty 20-70 f4G lens, and that's all I brought with me. On the topic of visiting places and taking photos of over-photographed places, relax. It's not going to hurt anyone if you go to a place that so many people have visited. It's not going to hurt anyone to take a photo of a place that so many people have been or so many people have posted about on Instagram. At the end of the day, what matters is that you had this experience for yourself and you took a photo that meant something to you. It's not going to hurt anybody if you do just that. Of course, I had to do some street photography, and I really did not know where this is or where I was going, but I started in Strøget, and I just got lost. That's one of the quintessential key tips of any good street photography is don't have a map full of pins. Just maybe have one pin, 2 pins, go there, and then start zigzagging. Go to back streets. Find where the light is good. Camp out a little bit. These behind-the-scenes shots, I use the Sony ZV-E1 with an 11mm f1.8 lens, and to be quite honest, when you're filming and shooting by yourself, it's a little challenging because you're trying to make sure that you're not setting the camera down in a spot where someone could accidentally kick. So at some point I just pulled out my iPhone and set it down on like a mailbox or some kind of ledge, and that worked a lot better for me. Though it is a little bit nerve-wracking to put down your phone somewhere because your phone is pretty much your lifeline when you're traveling. So I use my discretion. Good morning. I'm going on a bicycle tour and I'm going to figure out what to bring with me so that I'm not carrying too much. I'm definitely going to be bringing the A7C II, either the 20-70 zoom lens because I'm not sure what I'm going to see, or the 50. But on a 3-hour tour where we're going to see a lot of things, probably don't have a whole lot of time to switch lenses or move with our feet, so that's why I'm going to choose the zoom lens. I know the bed is not the best place to be switching lenses, but I don't have a choice as to where else to do this because I'm staying in a really tiny hotel room and this will have to do. I am also I'm so tempted to bring this little itty bitty one too as well, but I don't think I should bring too much. Okay, so I decided to do a bicycle tour throughout the city since I only was in Copenhagen for 2 days. And our tour guide actually said that it was unusual for Copenhagen to be this sunny and warm. So I picked a really good day. And the skies were blue, people were out and about. Eventually, I got thirsty and hungry, and don't judge me for my choice of meal, but I was just craving a burger and a beer. I know that the whole point of travel is to broaden your horizons, eat the local food, but I just needed to fuel up, even though I eventually ate that burger with a fork and knife. Don't worry, I cleaned my fingers before I picked up my camera. Then I met up with Sandra at Mikkeller. I learned that Mikkeller actually is a Danish craft beer success story, and the owner has a twin brother whom they are not on speaking terms with, and that twin brother opened their own craft beer business in New York City, and it happens to be Evil Twin Brewing, which I thought was funny. I've drank at Evil Twin Brewing so many times, and their beers are actually pretty similar. Then we ended up at Fermenteren, I guess, and this is like a sour beer paradise if you're into sour beers. Again, beautiful day to be on a patio, 10 out of 10. In terms of accommodation, I stayed at Next House Hostel, which is so tiny. I didn't even bother doing a room tour, but as you can probably tell, it's just like you walk in and there's a bed. And I stayed in a private room with a private bathroom because I'm too old for 8-bed dorm rooms. I just like my privacy, I like my space, and I can't sleep if someone is snoring or breathing too loudly. I'm on vacation, I need my sleep. In the basement, there is this huge open common area, and I was like the only one there, which was great. I used the time to back up my footage and catch up on emails. And yeah, that was my trip to Copenhagen. I was only there for 2 days. I didn't even go to Tivoli. I saw the outside of it. And next video will be Hamburg, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to dedicate a whole video to it because I was only there for 1 day. Half the time was spent traveling there. So I may put it together with my video on Berlin, where I met up with my friend Burke, and perhaps even Leipzig, where I met up with my friend Tom. And who knows, maybe I'll also put it together with my video in Dusseldorf and Amsterdam, but no, Amsterdam was a whole thing. I am dedicating a whole video on Amsterdam. So please subscribe and tune in for those. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye!